What does golf stuff have to do with lawn care service stuff when it comes to advertising? Well, let me explain. Hi, this is Tiki-Gene and welcome to Tiki-Gene's Place. This is day number 22. So if you're in a hurry, I'm targeting a neighborhood that I believe is mostly homeowners, and I'm doing the flyer method with near a property that I already mow. The difference is, if you're in a rush, the flyer, people, when they see lawn guy flyer, they just throw them away, unless they really hate their lawn guys, and they probably get a bunch of flyers, and so they don't really look, and basically any name is any name. So with this idea here, in this fun jam-packed video, is like a lot of people play golf, because I'm also targeting, there's a lot of snowbirds down here. They live up north, and they come down here for the winter time, but for them it's like more summer. So the deal is a couple golf kind of things, like here. All right, I'll keep talking, but now you're seeing me in my office, and I printed out on like a thicker paper, some sort of it's like picture paper, but the full size, and it's not glossy. A few on one page, 3 I think, and then so I cut them up, and then I've got the plastic bags, and I've got golf balls, and I've got whatever those things are you stick in the ground for when you play golf. So anyways, all those go in the bag, and then one more of those things you stick in the ground, a tee, golf tee, and so I can attach it to the doors. I don't want any communication with the owners. If someone's home, then I don't want to stop there yet. I'm gonna write down each address and take a photo, and then if I get a call, because this is like a trial here, if I get a call, and they always say, you know, for every 100 flyers you may get 1 call. Well, if I get a call, then I won't tell them I took a photo. I'll just, you know, ask them what their address was, and then I can be like, well, based off my memory from being there earlier, you know, I can kind of ballpark you know, into something. And I'm not targeting yards that look really, really good. This is a nice neighborhood. It's decent. There's been a lot of road construction lately, and I'm going for the ones that it's Christmas Eve tomorrow. So if you were up, you know, a good lawn service company, then you should have that grass looking good today, by today. And so I also waited. Now it's almost 1 o'clock, so there's only a couple of mowing hours left. So there's that. And then finally, it could be that people do mow their own lawns and they live here year-round, or whatever the case may be. And in that case, they may be tired of just doing it, and the golf kind of idea, you know, goes with it. I also have a picture of myself on the flyer, so it makes it more you know, kind of nice and intimate, I guess, or whatever. And I also have something on there new that I'm also trying. It's you know, so, you know, you don't like your own lawn service guy or whatever, I say something cool, but then you know, let me see their last invoice and I'll see if I can beat it. That way, right off the bat, I know what they're willing to charge and stuff. So I'm looking for a specific. So I printed up about 10 or 12 of these for just this neighborhood, and we're gonna go stick them on some doors and go mow that one lawn. Oh, and I'll tell you more stuff too. There's more. There's like how to target to know that these people are homeowners and not renters and yada yada and stuff. But let's get to it. It just dropped to like 70 degrees out of nowhere. So you got duplexes, and so therefore property management is probably handling that. They want to do best for their investors, so they're probably not going to pay all that much and probably not do any kind of installs or anything like that. And plus flyers for that just won't work, so we just don't use them. And so then you've got properties where it could be rented or it could be owned, but then the person mows it themselves, or you know, just you can tell by their car, you can tell by certain stuff around the yard that they're not really gonna, you know, want to pay much for lawn service or do anything else with it either. So look at this idiot. Or am I the idiot? I'm not sure. Okay, hold on. Then you've got yards down here where if they don't have sprinklers and stuff like that, and you can kind of tell by their car, and other stuff in the yard, that either they're a lawn guy, so that's probably why the yard doesn't look so good. I'm just kidding. I'm that case right now. I'm still working on it. Or other kind of stuff going on. Maybe they're renting, maybe they own, but they, you know, they're not going to be paying of a year-round lawn service. So, and if they did it, they'd want it at the cheapest price, and you always have to worry during dry season, will they drop you? So that leaves us with homeowners. Well, there's one thing about homeowners. Homeowners, when their properties look pretty decent, they probably have a good lawn service company or they do it themselves. So you have to, a certain kind of time of year, it happens a few times a year, it's called holidays. Yes sir, Bob, holidays. When a decent yard is not kept up right before a holiday, I'm talking a day before or 2 days, dog's eating me again. Down. If it's not, that means either the homeowner didn't do it and they don't care, or the homeowner just can't do it anymore and hasn't found a lawn service company, or the lawn service company they have is probably horrible, and so therefore they deserve a flyer. But flyers, I think, let's go back to the beginning of the video just for 1 second. Okay, so now we saw that. Well, what about if they... Now what are you doing? Well, what about if your flyer stands out? Yeah, what if it's not really about lawn service, you know, in the beginning? You're just looking, there's golf balls, stuff like that. It's probably about golf. I'll at least take a little peek at it. You go in the house. So, in closing, if you're going to use the flyer method, if I just see a flyer on my door, I don't even care what it is. If I can't relate with it from the get-go and it's not something probably cool, I'm just going to throw it away. So we're wasting a lot of money on these flyers. Now, I didn't have to have flyers when I first got, you know, the business, because I just did neighbors, and then all of a sudden I took on a ton of properties through property management, mainly one company, and then I didn't diversify enough, but I did diversify a little bit. So I'm still in business, and I'm trying to save my business now. So so I'm out there with y'all doing flyers, knocking on doors and whatnot. The reason for not wanting to be seen by these homeowners in this community is it's like a one street, and they're doing all that construction, and then it's all like decent, nice houses, and there's some that aren't so nice. They could be rentals, those couple, but I did a few others. I just didn't want to show it all. It's weird when you put a camera up and you're roaming up onto people's lawns, and you're like, let me put this on your door, you know. And so, but the thing is, they're not going to think lawn service thing. They're going to think, oh, this thing, and they have to take it off their door anyways, or some other creative place you put it. And so they'll just remember that, and then they'll probably throw it away too. But there's going to be somebody, just one or two. Now check this out. Fishing areas. No, don't put a fishing hook. The golf tee is one thing, fishing hook not so much. But you know, over time, as you're driving around, you're seeing some properties, and you know, they're looking good, and all of a sudden they start going to hell a little bit. They could be up for sale soon, or you know, whatever, a person just bought it and they haven't put time into it, which is actually great if it's in a decent neighborhood, because that's the other thing. Like, I was thinking a lot about renters and property management, and I might take on some of that business just to, you know, get the checks to come in. But my end all result is residentials and targeted ones that are yards that I know that are easy, and that maybe possibly those people over time will say, hey, you know, I'd like a rock bed, or I'd like a this or a that, you know, a gazebo or something crazy. So, but the thing is, just easy yard at first, you know, in and out in 20 minutes or 10 minutes with 2 people. And so, and then year round. So the thing like with mowing, you could be like, well, you know, you're already spending money on fertilizer, this and that, and so forth. Look at this. This happened to you during the holidays, or whatever. You know, just a targeted flyer, and not bugging nobody, hoping they're not home. Because if they come out, now it's like, here's a sales guy. He's soliciting my yard. You know, the last thing I need. And he's not going to care about your golf ball or not your fishing hook. Don't do the fishing hook in the boating area. And that's why the dog's in the house. See, because he bites, it hurts. Ouch. But that's the thing. You know, if you come up with something that's a good idea, you know, for me, I've been just posting every day about it, or at least I've been trying to, if there's something good that comes up, because I think it may be helpful to myself in the future, to you in the future, or anybody else. So with all that, and all that said and adieu, good luck to you, and don't bore me with crappy flyers, and don't send them to me. But be creative. I like tiki stuff. Stick a tiki thing. I need a guy to cut my grass. See you tomorrow.